I want to focus a bit on one specific sector, the public sector, governments, because the governments all over the world, they have some specific challenges. That want to do digitalization, they want to stay in control, they want to provide good services to their citizens. So they really have specific challenges. Some people think that the solution is to just use public cloud services, just to store all your data on the other side of the world. I am personally not really sure. I think open source, decentralized systems are a lot better. I personally started this project here many years ago because I don't want to live in a world where 5 big companies control all communication collaboration in the world. So I really think we want to have something better. Government organizations deserve something better. Every person, every human deserves something better. And what is better? Well, first of all, I think that open source is better. It creates transparency. It makes it better available. You can look inside. You can verify if the code is doing what it's supposed to do. So open source is a big, big part of the solution. Digital sovereignty, as I said before, it gives you control. You can really see what you're doing doesn't take away from you. You're more independent. You can execute your human rights. Government can follow the law like the GDPR. So digital sovereignty is very important. And then, of course, decentralization. Decentralization is an important thing. We don't really want to live in a world where everything is centralized in the control of a few actors. So I think these are already 3 important things, but I want to talk specifically about the 4th one now, which is very important strategically for us, and this is the concept of federation. Some of you might not know what this means. Let me explain it to you. For me, it's really one of the key parts to a better, more sustainable, more digital sovereign future. So this is, as you know, the old way of working, right? You have a centralized system. Everybody connects to it, but some organization sits in the middle, like the spider in the middle of a web. So this is, of course, not so good. But Nextcloud already is a bit better because it is open source. You can self-host it, so people can be in control of their individual destinies. But the challenge is, if you look at this picture here, you see it creates islands, right? You have then lots of different Nextcloud servers, and they're all isolated from each other. And then, of course, it's not so good for collaboration to actually work together. And the solution here is the concept of federation. So with federation, you have lots and lots of different Nextcloud servers, but you can still talk to each other in a peer-to-peer way without a central instance. So this is something that is a really important concept for us since many, many years, and we are constantly pushing this forward. The first feature we implemented in the area of federation is federated file sharing. This is something that's already a few years old. It works very easily. You can just in the normal share dialog, if you want to share a file or a folder with someone, you can type in the federated sharing ID of a person on a different server. And then actually a share process starts, and then the folder or the file is shared between different servers in the peer-to-peer way without a centralized entity. And this is something we did many years ago, and this is already a great success and used by a lot of organizations. Then a few years back, we introduced Nextcloud Social. So Nextcloud Social is a way to interact in a social way with other people. And this is actually done in a way that it also works in a federated way across servers. So you can see messages from people on other servers, and people on other servers can see your messages. So this is something that is using the ActivityPub standard. And this is something that's compatible with Mastodon and similar projects of the Fediverse. So a very nice federated way of seeing social network messages from other people. In the last release, we expanded this concept with federated talk chat messages. So you can now have people in your chat conversation, in your one-on-one conversations, but also in group chats that are on different servers. So let's say you have a friend of you is using some Nextcloud server as a Raspberry Pi somewhere. You yourself have your own instance. There's someone else from a university, someone from a school, someone from a company. They all have their different Nextcloud servers, but you can be together in one room and talk to each other as if you would be on the same instance, but it's actually federated. And of course, we have a very nice invitation system, and we have a security system where you can make sure that you're not getting any spam or something. It's really completely secure, but it's a very powerful feature. In this release, I'm really, really happy to say that we expanded our federation concept to video calls. So you can now have video calls with other people that are actually on different servers. You can actually call people on other Nextcloud servers. And this is something quite unique and I think very powerful thing. And again, we have, of course, our moderation and security features, so you don't have to worry. But this is something that is quite unique and for me, a step in the right direction where not one single entity controls all video calls, but it's actually federated. Of course, we are not doing this alone. We are doing this together with other like-minded projects. So this is all built on top of open protocols. For example, there's the Open Cloud Mesh protocol, which is used for federated file sharing, but also for federated talk. This is a project that we are also involved in, and we partly co-created it. It's also pushed forward by organizations like CERN. So something that is like cross different vendors and international standard. And everybody can hook in and support the same thing. Very good. Then there's the Activity Pub standard. This is used for Nextcloud Social. This is for the social interaction, also something that supports many, many years. This is developed by the W3C consortium. I was also involved there. So it's a very nice open protocol, again, used by Mastodon, PeerTube, and many other projects of the Fediverse. So very nice open standard.
Federation basically solves our dependence on big central services. We see a clear need for a self-hosted alternative. You can connect multiple Nextcloud servers and have them collaborate together. This also ensures full digital sovereignty by communicating and collaborating in a decentralized manner. There's no need for a third party to control all. The data always resides on the original server. With federated sharing, you can define the permissions for each federated folder or file share. In the sharing settings, you can configure where shared files and folders should reside on your Nextcloud instance. For administrators, we provide a range of options to fine-tune federated cloud sharing, allowing you to customize, but if needed, you also have the option to disable it entirely.
You can count on Talk to keep decentralized teams connected, whether you're collaborating with regional affiliates across company branches on different continents or even partners who use Nextcloud. With Federation, people from, for example, governmental agency can join group chats on another server using their federated ID, enabling them to chat, use the familiar tools like user mentions, chat commands, and even polls. So a federated setup is ideal for collaborating between companies while ensuring that your data stays, private and secure within the company's network. With Nextcloud Hub, we bring you federated calls. This feature enables audio and video meetings among people from different clouds. Each user can access a call from their own web or mobile interface using their own account. So no guest users or public links, just a seamless experience. It feels just like a regular cloud meeting platform, doesn't it? But that's the beauty of Federation. It gives you that familiar experience while still being decentralized and keeping things local. Our Federation is built on existing standards. The Open Cloud Mesh API is an open standard we collaborated on with multiple organizations, among others, the Research Institute CERN.